Okay, hi. It's Dee again from Autism Champions. How you doing? It's a Friday evening. I'm on my own in my kitchen. It's very quiet. It's lovely. I realise how little time I actually get to spend on my own. And that's a thing, isn't it? That whole idea of people constantly asking something of you. Now, I don't mind, I've got two beautiful children, I've got a lovely partner, blah, blah, blah. I do my work, I love my job. People ask stuff of me, that's absolutely fine. I was thinking today, I had a chat with somebody and I was really struck. I was really struck by how we are trying to force learning onto our kids. And what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that we have these ways of thinking about autism and neurodiversity and blah, 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 blah. Okay. We say, they need to be in a social skills group. They need to learn about emotional regulation. They need to learn about emotions, blah, 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 blah. And this is great. So let's teach them by showing them a picture of an emotion. What's this person feeling? What's this person feeling? What's this person feeling? And you know what? It's pretty easy if you're in any way bright at all, which most of our kids are, by the way, to be able to say, oh, that person is upset because they've got tears. That person is angry because I have learned what angry looks like. That person is this because I have learned what this looks like. And that is great because that's like a math sum, this plus this equals that. This times this equals that. It doesn't change. It's always the same. Now, this is where my bugbear comes in around teaching emotions, teaching social skills, this whole idea of trying to teach our kids how to be with other people. And I get it. I get understanding your own emotional, kind of your own, I suppose your own emotional journey is really, really important. And I'm all about learning how I feel and understanding and being able to express myself. But you know what? I speak a different language from other people. The way I see it is that we have to ensure that if we are talking about emotions with specific children, we are speaking their language. And I go back to this idea. I did a webinar the other day and I talked about when you go abroad and they speak a different language, like a completely different language. I'm not talking about, you've got A-level French or you've got GCSE French or listen to some French cartoons and you can kind of get by. I'm talking about like Japanese that you've never heard before or some kind of Malay that you just don't have an idea of what they're saying. I've been in this situation and they say something to you and you kind of go, ooh, and you try and explain it in pidgin English and then they say something back to you. And then what lots of people do is just say it again, but a bit louder. And then sometimes we just say it again, but we're doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And this is what's got to change. We've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you know what? We're expecting a different result. That is crazy. That is sending people loopy. What if you met somebody, your job was to work with them and help them learn to emotionally regulate, but you know what? They only spoke in My Little Pony. What are you going to do? Learn My Little Pony. What if they only spoke in Minecraft? Learn to speak Minecraft. What if they only spoke in Disney characters? Learn to speak Disney characters. I'm telling you, there is a wealth of knowledge out there and so many different kinds of language to teach through. This idea that you've got 6 sessions with a CAMS worker who's going to help you with anxiety or help you with your emotional regulation. And you know what? Bloody hats off to CAMS. They're incredible. What they do with everything they have to put up with and the lack of resources and all of kind of that. Hats off to people. They are incredible. That does not make it up to par though. And I'm not saying I have all the answers. But what I do believe we need to do is start thinking differently, not having a one size fits all. Because you know what? It doesn't work. It's never worked. My shoes don't fit my daughter. In fact, my shoes don't even fit my brother. And my brother's shoes don't fit his brother. Okay? Doesn't matter what we look like, whether, twins, shoes mostly probably don't fit each other, even though they look exactly the same. We have to adapt. We have to adjust the way we communicate. And you know what, if that means learning a different language, like Minecraft, learning a different language, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think Pokemon, learning a different language like French, learning a different language like history, like the Romans, the Greeks, learning a different language like, I have heard, serial killers. Okay, some people are into the kind of the whole idea around a serial killer. It doesn't make them a serial killer, but they're interested in the concept of it and the whole kind of idea of it. That's a weird one, I know, but let's just go back to it. The way I see it is that everybody has a different way of seeing the world. And I come back to this again, perspective, perspective, perspective. If you're working with someone who speaks Minecraft, please learn Minecraft. And I'm not talking about going out there and playing it every single day, whatever else. I'm just talking about the basics. And you know what? You meet that child halfway. In fact, even if you meet that child most of the way and they literally just even look at you, you've made a connection. That's where we need to start. Okay, rant over, Friday night rant over. Have a good weekend, and I will be back with, I'm sure, some other piece of information that I would like to share with you at some point really, really soon. Bye.